Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Playing World of Tanks. I'm AJ, and today we'll be looking at a game that I had in my AMX 1390, which is the French Tier 8 light tank. I picked this game because it was pretty fast and furious. A lot of decisions were made pretty quickly, so if you've been wanting a long game, feel free to leave a comment. This is the one I chose because it kind of like shows you the power of the scout, not only but also like target prioritization when it needs to be when you have to make like a certain decision. It shows you like why I chose certain things over the others. So let's get into this one quickly. It's Kharkiv. It's not a bad map as far as I'm concerned. I rarely go over here, but as a scout, you want to be getting into an aggressive position. You don't want to be camping behind all of your team. In very few maps, like, would I be actually comfortable in doing that? Himmelsdorf comes to mind because there's absolutely nothing to do on that map for as far as the scout is concerned. So as I cross, the T-54 manages to land one shot into my side. I don't really care at this point. I got to where I want. Now I'm just waiting for myself to sort of like be unspotted and then sort of like go around and tangle with the enemies in front of me. So I'm waiting for some of my teammates to move up, and I decide to take a poke here, see if I get spotted by the T-54 E1. Now, over here, I see that he has actually disappeared. So that actually means that I was not actually the one spotting him early on. So those little bit of trees in the middle maybe count as concealment. So that's why I kind of disappeared over there. Over here, I double bush myself. I managed to land one shot into the T-54 E1. I don't get spotted for it. And this Type 61 also eats one for me. And now I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting until my medium tanks move up, and then I can be a little bit more aggressive over here. Now, the good news is that our team has sort of divided themselves more evenly towards our side. That means there's a lot more tanks on this side than on the other side. And I initiated reload already. Now, since I'm in the tier 10 game and I don't play my scouts as scouts, certainly I play them as light attack tanks. I'm loading APCR because I don't think the 171 or whatever penetration this gun gets is going to be enough for the things I'm going to be facing. Now, at this point, I actually did not know what I was going to be facing. I just wanted to get behind them and cause havoc. I kind of figured I would be facing into one of the heavies. Now, over here, I dodge a shot from one of the enemy tanks. And I keep on going without stopping. Nobody else seems to be paying attention that I'm here, and that's fine. That's fine as far as the light tank is concerned. But an AMX 1390 has really strong autoloader, so ignoring it is kind of not a really good thing. Over here, I was trying to get a sneaky shot into the T-54, but that didn't seem to work out for me. He's managed to move into cover. I spot the arty, and here's the thing: 9 times out of 10. Most of the people would actually go for the arty, but the problem here is that I have an autoloader and I can't just stick around and take out the arty. I'll have to reload. That'll be another 40 seconds. I see that the team in the middle sort of like needs help, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be very, very sneaky about my movement, try to see if I can take out the platoon that includes the T-54 on the enemy tank, because they seem to be better players. Now, one of them was from Relic, if I remember correctly. And I take one shot at him. He is kind of a difficult target right now, so instead of wasting my shots, I decide to check out the WZ-132 and the Centurion 7-1 that was in the middle. Now, Centurion just fired. Unfortunately, his reload is way too long for him to do anything, and that is one of the reasons why if you get a Centurion and you have the top gun, you often cannot defend yourself against tanks that have really good DPM, just because you fire so slow. There's nothing you can do about it. Now, I ignored the arty completely again. I am not interested. Instead, I'm gonna pick off the lone target, which is the Kanarans, excuse me, which is going into the middle, trying to kill our Yakpanzer E100. I'm now reloading regular ammunition just because I know that the Kanarman's not paying attention. I'll probably have his back. And don't mind me driving extremely bad in this game. I unfortunately did not know that that tank existed, just because I never run down the side ever. So I fire one shot on the move at the Kanarman that misses, and I get really close before firing the second one. At this point, I set him on fire. I put a third shot, and this time I actually wait to see if he uses his fire extinguisher. He doesn't, and so I keep that round, and I put the next two in this 1375, and who gets taken out. Now it's a one-on-one between the Jagdpanzer E100 and the E100. Now we are gonna skip a little bit just because the recording got slightly funny, and I just edited it out a little bit, but it winds up that we managed to kill the E100 with the help of the rest of our team, and what remains is just the Artie. Now I'm gonna rush for the Artie and kill him. So hopefully you saw like how I prioritized target. I left the Artie alone because he was not gonna make a difference, but I needed to take out enemy tanks that were going to make a difference in the immediate. Then I ignored him again to go for the Kanaren, and now I'm just gonna go back for him. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode of Playing World of Tanks.